Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I will be doing a more in-depth review of the Tatcha skincare line that I use for my face. So just to backtrack and give you guys a little bit of a backstory, about 2-3 years ago is when I was introduced and started using the Tatcha brand. Before that, when I was in my teenage high school years and a little bit while I was in college, I was using kind of the cheaper end items that you would find at drugstores like Dwayne Reed and Rite Aid, like, you know, the Neutrogena stuff, Aveeno, stuff like that. That's what I would really use for my skincare, just because, you know, I was a broke college student. When I was a teenager, I also didn't have that much money, so obviously I went for things on the lower price range, which again also worked for my skin because I never had really bad acne. I did have bad skin, I want to say in my 13 to 16-year-old range. I did have a lot of breakouts that I was dealing with, but as I got older, it became more of menstrual breakouts that I would have. So I noticed that throughout the month I would be okay, but that week when it was that time of the month for me, I would break out like around my chin area, where else, like right here around the sides of the forehead area. But besides that, I never really had bad acne, thank God, because I know there's so many people that I was growing up with that had really bad acne, and they went to you know these special places where, you know, these skincare places that would charge you thousands of dollars. They tried thousands of dollars worth of, you know, face masks and treatments and everything, and oh my God, I mean, it's insane. And believe it or not, probably if I had that type of skin, I'd also go crazy and probably would ask my parents also to shell out all this money to try to find out what's going on and to help find me, you know, find something that would help me. But luckily that was never the case. I never really had bad acne, thank God. Like, my genes, you know, kept it good for me. So yeah, so when I was younger, I would use kind of more of the more known name brand drugstore items versus, you know, the bigger name brands like LMS, Ahava, Tatcha, which are more on the higher end side. So I got introduced to this via ads and vlogs that I saw of people using this kind of skincare. I think social media definitely was the one that introduced me to this brand, because I was beforehand using Ahava, and the reason I got into Ahava is that's the skincare that my grandmother used. So my grandmother always had absolutely amazing skin. She, you know, she used everything. She used neck balms, she would use moisturizers, she would even, you know, she even was concerned with her hands. She used a lot of hand creams. And the brand that she used is Ahava, and it's a brand from Israel, and it's known for its minerals from the Dead Sea. They usually use the Dead Sea salt to make a lot of their moisturizers and lotions, and that's very, you know, well known to, you know, provide helpful, youthful looking skin. So she always used that. So then that's the brand that I had gone to. And I did like it. I didn't, you know, it wasn't bad for me, but I also wasn't noticing too much of a change. I did use their night cream, which I really, really liked. And also, just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, I'm not a person who does something in the mornings and at nights for their face. I only take care, this kind of sounds bad, but I only take care of my skincare for my face at night, kind of when I get home from work. I'm able to wind down, shower, really exfoliate and cleanse my face, and then I put on moisturizers and serums and creams, just because in the mornings I don't have time. Like, I have to rush to work usually, so, you know, I get up super early at like 5 a.m. so I just don't have the time to do all that in the morning, but I definitely do it when I come home back from work. So I was using Ahava for a while, and I did like some of their stuff, but I just noticed that after a while it wasn't really working too well with my skin. And it's actually interesting because I recently went on a cruise and did a spa day and had a facial done, and the estheticianist that was there doing my facial had told me that you don't want to stick to the same brand for years. As much as, you know, us humans, we get very comfortable and we don't like to change things. She says when it comes to skincare, you do want to change it up at least every year, every 6 months if you can, but she said at least a year or two. You want to switch it up. You don't want to keep using the same thing because your skin is going to get used to it, so your skin's not going to benefit from it anymore. So for example, like if you're using something for spot treatments, like if you have breakouts and you use something that, you know, at first was fabulous and worked for you, but now all of a sudden you've been using it for a year, 2 years and it's not having the same effect, like you're putting it on the same areas or breakouts and you're not noticing a change, you might want to switch it up because your skin has probably gotten used to that treatment, so it's not responding as much anymore. So yeah, she had told me that I should definitely switch it up and try something new. So I ended up trying Tatcha because I had saw a lot of ads and a lot of reviews on them and a lot of good things that they said about them. Also, Japan is known, they have really good skincare items. This brand is made in Japan and they're known, you know, Japanese people are known for kind of like their natural remedies and skincare items that they use. So they're definitely a well-known brand and kind of higher up. So just to give you guys a sense of financially how much it is. So the items that I use, like this cleanser right here, this itself is $38, and I think that's actually a really good steal and deal for the amount you're getting, because this is this is a 5-ounce bottle, and this right here can last me upwards to about, I want to say, when did I get mine? Okay, so I think I got mine the last time I got one. As you can tell, this one is sealed because I haven't opened it yet, but mine is running out, so I did get pick up a new one this year. The one that I have now that I'm still using, that I still have some left, I got all the way back in August, so it's been almost 7 months now, and I use it. The deep cleanse, and I use it every day to cleanse my face. I use it with a silicone kind of exfoliating sponge to wash my face. That's what I use. I use this cleanse and I use a silicone sponge to kind of wash my face while I'm in the shower. So the old one, which I still have, has lasted me 7 months. And that's why I really love this skincare, because yes, you can go into Rite Aid and Duane Reade and get Neutrogena, and I'm not trying to bash Neutrogena or any of those drugstore brands, but usually when you get them, they maybe last you 3-5 months, and that's kind of stretching it, you know. And me personally, like when I come back from work and I want to unwind, I really love to cleanse my face, so a cleanser and an exfoliator is a must for me. Also, exfoliating, you don't have to do every day. I cleanse every day, but I do not exfoliate every day. And I use something else for my exfoliant. I don't use a Tatcha brand. But I do love the deep cleanse for, you know, a cleanse. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's very lightweight when you put it on your face. And that's what I really like about the Tatcha brand. I noticed like a lot of the drugstore brands I used to use, they are very heavy on the face, and the moisturizers too that I used before, I felt like they were super heavy. And even Ahava, which is actually, you know, also in the price range of what Tatcha is, even Ahava felt kind of heavy for me. So I really love the water cream moisturizer that Tatcha has, because your face feels super hydrated after you use it, and it doesn't feel like it's weighing you down. Like it doesn't feel like it's clogging up your pores and you're gonna break out within a day or two. So yeah, so this guy, the full size, is $38, which is absolutely incredible. It's really not that bad. I mean, yes, you go to the drugstores and the drugstores have them for like $11, $15, $20 max. So yes, you're spending 20 more bucks on this, but so worth it, because it's not only gonna last you 5 months, you know, it can last you a broad range. And I also wanted to show you guys, I did once get a travel size in the Tatcha as well. So this is like their smaller sizes. So again, if, you know, affordability, if you can't buy the full sized items, there we go, I was looking for the word. If you can't find, if you don't have the money to buy the full size items, they also have the travel size items, which I really love. So this little deep cleanse, which I want to say, so this is 1.7 ounces, so a little less than half of what this guy is. This guy I take with me when I travel. So if I'm going away for a weekend, if I'm going away for a week. And this guy I've actually had for months, just because I only use it specifically for travel. So I think I purchased this maybe 6 months ago. I think 6 months ago. And I want to say there's maybe about half of the bottle left. So for 6 months and traveling with this and still having half a bottle left, I think that's really great. I think the packaging is a little bit tricky because it looks small, but it's really not. You really get a good amount, and a little goes a long way with this stuff. You don't need to, like, you know, keep pouring and pouring when you're pouring your cleanser or your moisturizer with Tatcha. You really just a little dab and that's it, and it goes a long way. So the next item I have is their water cream, and it's a moisturizer. And let me show you guys what I mean by a little goes a long way. So with the Tatcha moisturizers, they come with this little spoon, if you want to call it, or little extra, you know, item that you can use instead of going in and using your hand and getting all this dirt and bacteria in your moisturizer. You can use this little spoon. So literally you just dab to right here, like right to where the point of the spoon is. If you just put that much on and dab 1, 2, 3, 4, that's usually what I do. I dab on my cheeks, on my chin, and on my forehead, and it's enough. And let me show you guys, because this is actually open, so I can show you what this looks like. So it's this white cream, again, very lightweight. It hydrates my face like, I don't even know, like it feels like I've taken a shower again when I've put in this on. It really hydrates the face. A little goes a long way, and I really absolutely love it. And the next two items I wanted to show you, they're not a part of this blue line, but it's just two other items that I really love from Tatcha. So it is their deep hydrating firming serum. And this is what this looks like. So this is the travel size, because the full size is like $160 and I don't have that type of money. So this is their travel size, which I really like, and this is about $33, I think, $33 or $39. And again, this goes a long way as well. When I finish using this, I think this lasts me about 6 to 8 months, and then I repurchase again. And you know, again, $40 for almost a year's worth of product. I mean, you can't beat it. And this, again, I also don't use this every single day. This is like maybe every other day, every 3 days, you know, depending on how I'm feeling or if I remember. Sometimes I'm so tired that I just cleanse my face, put the moisturizer on, and go to sleep because I'm just too tired to do anything more. Oh, and then I forgot to mention this water cream. This is their full size. This water cream, this costs $68. So this isn't bad. So $68 plus a $38 cleanser, you're looking over a little bit over $100 for both, but they last you about a year, which I think is totally, completely worth it. I mean, yes, it's about double the price of what you would spend if you went to the drugstore and got, like, you know, their $15, $20 bottles. You know, if you're, so let's say a bottle, a moisturizer you get is about 15, a cleanser you get is about 10, that's 25, right? Let's say you use 2 or 3 a year, that can be $50 to $75. So yes, it's cheaper than this, but again, I'm telling you guys, this is so worth the investment and money, because even though up front you're paying a lot more because, you know, it's a more, you know, exclusive, bigger name brand item, it's worth it because you're not going every 4 or 5 months to go get a new one. Usually these last you up to 9 months, almost to a year, depending on how frequently you use it. So I think that's a really good steal. If I'm using a little over $100, maybe $100 to $150 a year on skincare, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's kind of what a little bit evens out to what you would spend if you go and get the drugstore items. So I did the firming serum. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys is the deep hydration firming eye serum. And then also in my lucky bag this year that I got from Tatcha, I got their ageless eye serum. And just to give you guys a little hint of how to use eye creams and serums, when I did do that spa day the last time I was on the cruise, she had told me, the esthetician had let me know that with eye creams, you don't want to put it right under your eye and just smudge it out. Like, that is not the way to do it. She said you want to put a dab on your finger and you just want to dab it. You want to dab it. So you want to dab it under your eyes, you want to dab it on top of the eyes, and just dab it all the way back to almost your hairline. Same thing on this side, you know, dab, 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 and dab all the way back to your hairline. She says smudging it is not helpful at all. It doesn't, the skin under the eye is very sensitive, and it doesn't pick up a lot of the cream if you just, like, you know, smudge it in. Dabbing it is more effective than smudging it. Same thing, another tip that I got with moisturizers or anything that you're putting on your face, serum, moisturizers, whatever the case is, you don't want to do circular motions down because gravity, right? Gravity weighs the skin down. So if you're doing downwards motion, you're just basically helping yourself age faster, if that makes sense. So when you're putting on any type of, you know, serums, any type of moisturizer, whatever the case is, you want to do circular motions and you want to go up. Same thing with the neck area. Also, don't forget the neck, guys. You know, you can't just pay attention to the face. You have to take care of your neck also. You want to do circular motions and you want to go up. You want to go up. You don't want to go down because gravity will weigh your skin down, and you're just helping the aging process more along with your skin, and you don't want to do that. So that is my full review. I absolutely love Tatcha. It's been a lifesaver and a game changer for me. Just like I mentioned before, I never really had bad skin or dealt with really bad acne. Just when I started my teenage years I did, but eventually that kind of, you know, as I grew up and I got older, you know, my skin got more neutral and I wasn't dealing with horrible breakouts. But I did notice a huge change when I did start using Tatcha, just because their stuff feels so much more lightweight on your face. It really doesn't drag your face down. It really doesn't feel heavy and too much. It feels like just right, and the consistency of everything is nice. There is a scent to them. They're not scentless. There is a scent, but it's very mild. It's nothing too much. It's not a perfumey smell or anything. Let me think, what can I describe this as? It's kind of leafy and earthy, if that makes sense. It kind of, because the items that they have in here, so let's see, so the water cream, it says a refreshing and anti-aging pore performing Japanese wild rose for normal to oily skin. Yeah, that's what it smells like. I want to say it smells kind of like a flowery, kind of leafy smell. So it's nothing too much. It's nothing too excessive. You know, because I have a very sensitive nose. So just like a lot of the perfumes I even have, I can't wear too much of, because, you know, once I put it on, within like an hour, I get a headache because I have a very sensitive nose. So this stuff isn't too bad. And then let me see the cleanse. I think the cleanse is the same thing. Yeah, the cleanse is the same thing. It's very kind of like it's very like organic smelling, if that makes sense. Like it very much smells like the earth and like, you know, leaves and like, you know, things you would smell out in the wild if you're walking around and stuff like that. So yeah, so I cannot talk Tatcha up enough. I think it's absolutely, if you're thinking about it, go for it. It's totally worth the money. You will see results. Like anything, it takes time, right? So when you first start using it, if you're not seeing a difference in the first week or so, give it time. Like it takes maybe 2 weeks to a month. Me personally, I know that I started noticing a difference right away. Just like, for example, with their moisturizer, like I would put the moisturizer on my face and go to sleep with it, and I just would wake up with this glow, you know, like when you know, certain moisturizers you put on and, you know, through the night it works itself into your face and your face kind of feels a little bit more dry, so you might want to add some more when you wake up and before you go to work and start your day. This is not the case with Tatcha. I wake up and my skin is shining. It's almost like I have a pregnancy glow, and I'm not even pregnant. So yeah, guys, I really cannot talk Tatcha up enough. I think it's so worth the money. If you're thinking about it, go for it. Do your research. Like I said before, there are a lot of items on there that are for neutral skin, for oily skin, for dry skin, depending on what your skin is like on your face. You can really target that and get something that will work very well for you. I know I've watched a lot of vloggers that use Tatcha. I've watched a lot of reviews online, and also, you know, they only have had good things to say. So I think it's totally worth it. Totally worth the money. Invest. If you guys want to know if I do end up buying anything more or something different from Tatcha, I will update you guys and let you know. But so far this line for me has done wonders, so I definitely think I'll be sticking to this. I know the esthetician told me before to change things up, but to be honest, I love this stuff and so far it's working for my skin. So until the day it stops working for me, I'm pretty much going to use this. So basically, if it still works for me 5 years down the line, still going to use it. Totally love it. You know, up my price range, not too bad. I think it's decent. You know, all the higher name brands like Ahava and all that stuff will run you a lot more money. Proactive, I know there's a lot of people that use Proactive out there. That's kind of expensive and costly. So again, just try something new, try something different if you were thinking about it. Definitely would highly recommend. Please let me know if you guys like this video, if you want me to do maybe a more in-depth skincare routine. Like I said, I usually do my skincare routine at night. I don't do anything in the mornings because I just don't have the time to. And I think my skin, I mean, it's fairly shiny. I mean, I do have some makeup on, but a lot of it is also just my natural skin, and I'm not too, you know, not too dry, not too oily. So yeah, so let me know if you guys like this video and would like to see a more in-depth nighttime skincare routine. I would definitely love to show you guys that and put that up for you. And yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them, as well as I will link most of these items if I can find them on the Tatcha website. I know Amazon and stuff, sometimes they might have a $2-3 deal on it, but I say go with the Tatcha website, because when you order from Tatcha, you can order 3 little samples of anything also. So again, you can try what you wanted to try, get the travel sizes just in case you wanted to try something kind of for now. Like, you don't want to make the move to the skincare line, but you want to try it out, maybe get the travel sizes. And again, online with any purchase, you get 3 free samples. So you can try something different, see how that works for your skin, see if you like the samples, then maybe repurchase something else. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for watching.